Veterans Voices is sponsored by these local businesses.
At 18, Danny Hubbard had just left home in Grundy, Virginia to start a career at Ford Motor Company in Detroit. But the Army put a wrench in his plans when he was drafted into the Vietnam War. 53 years later, what happened in that war is still hard to talk about. But he shares his story in this week's Veterans Voices.
You never quit thinking about it.
The 13 months Danny Hubbard spent in Vietnam have haunted him ever since he left in 1971.
The day I got there, we started getting sniper fire. And hit went on until practically the day I left.
The 18-year-old Grundy, Virginia native had just gotten his 90 days in at Ford Motor Company in Detroit when he was drafted into the Army.
I had a good job, and I thought my whole life was going to be interrupted.
Within 12 to 13 weeks, he was in the war zone.
I was a gunner on the back of a truck with a 50 caliber and a 60 caliber machine gun. And when someone shot at us, we had to shoot back. And sometimes you didn't know where that shooting was coming from.
The truck driver would haul food, ammo, and infantry soldiers.
We were driving down as Highway 1, and we'd always get fired upon. And I've seen a lot of boys get killed. They would mostly hit us when we'd go up the mountains, because we'd have mountains you'd have to go up through there slow. And I did wreck in Vietnam, and I got my nose broke and stuff like that. They were shooting at us and stuff.
The physical pain from Vietnam mostly went away despite a few issues from Agent Orange. But the psychological pain is still there.
When I come here and I found out I had PTSD, I didn't know how. You kind of block it out. So I blocked my whole childhood and everything out. I don't remember anything.
Ford Motor Company kept his job, but he had to work nights.
I worked midnight shift because I couldn't sleep during the night. Because that's most of the time we got hit on out there, in Vietnam.
It was after he retired and moved to Florida that he started really getting help and helping other veterans.
5 of us guys got together in Florida, and we started up a PTSD group. Talking about Vietnam, what you did over there, and we found out we had a lot of stuff in common.
Hubbard had lingering thoughts and found out fellow veterans had them too.
So you wonder, why wasn't it me? Why did I get spared for it? And it's still hurtful.
And now he has one message for those who are struggling.
There is help out there for all the veterans. All you have to do is ask for it.
Danny is involved in the local American Legion and VFW. He also stays in touch with the guys that he served with. He and his wife are members of Love's Memorial United Methodist Church, where he says he has great support. Right now, we are particularly looking for World War II veterans and those who had a role in D-Day. But you can nominate any veteran who served our country and share their story for our ongoing Veterans Voices series. Just log on to WJHL.com and click the Community tab.